Alright, we should be live right now. What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. Feels like it's been a while since the last stream, but it's only been like a week and a half instead of the typical 1 week. How's everyone doing? Alright, we got a bunch of early people. Let's see. We got Dr. Coonan with the first comment. The best YouTube, what's up? We got Bruce Ghostlaw, Craig Lilly as always, Mike 1360, who just finished and passed all of their finals and is now off until January 5th. That's a good feeling. I don't miss those college days. How long ago was that? 2011? Yeah, 11 years. I do not miss it at all. Let's see. What's up, Zyrox? Kevin Go, as always, who's finishing his leftovers from Domino's, the best pizza place on a budget. Who else we got? We got Kale130. Kale, where are you at again? There's a storm. Where you're at? Let's see. We got Hazard Me. What's up? Demon Mitt 1, and then Flet, who still hasn't gotten their stuff ordered from Black Friday from Amazon. Black Friday was almost a month ago. Hopefully that comes soon. That sucks. What am I munching on? Asked the best YouTube. Yo, all right. It's the holiday seasons. I think they have these popcorn tins elsewhere, but Walmart specifically, my wife and I try to make it a tradition to always pick one tin up every holiday season at Walmart and see if we can get through it. But they have these for $6. It's these holiday tins that have the 3 flavored popcorns in it. There's the butter flavor, the white cheddar, and then the caramel. I'm actually curious. Let's run a poll. We can run an early poll while we just hang out and chill. What is your guys' favorite from the popcorn tin, if you do have one? So let's do a poll. So we got the caramel, butter, and then cheddar. I think those are the typical 3. I know they probably have some fancier ones, but yeah. You're at Kura right now. What up? Kura. What is Kura? Is that a Japanese restaurant? Is that the one with the little robots that bring you water? Or am I thinking of something else? You're in Michigan? Okay, well take care, Kale. Our heat... We've been having problems with our furnace, and I've been basically working on it almost every single day trying to figure out what's up. I think I finally figured it out. It was a temperature sensor plus condensation getting into it. But we've been without heat for a few days in this snowstorm that we just had. So we've been using these. I still use the portable space heaters, but they definitely really help when if the furnace goes out. But the thing about that is if there's a storm that knocks out your electricity, then that makes it even harder because then you can't use a space heater. Wow, we got people like the cheddar the most, huh? Honestly, for me, the butter and the caramel are about equal. And cheddar, I have to be in the mood for. I don't know. I like movie like butter popcorn, just like the standard stuff. So, Demon Mitt says cheddar is the worst. The caramel's good, but it can get too sweet sometimes. And like, I think if I had to just consume one whole section in one sitting, I think the butter would be the easiest for me to do. Caramel, it's really good, but it also, I personally get sick of it because it's so sweet. Faster than the other ones, than the more savory one. But, oh wow, the votes are balancing out. It's a pretty close race now between all three of them. But let's see. So we got Shauner in the chat. You're stuck in traffic and you're typing on your phone. Hopefully you're only typing when you're at that stop and go and not while you're rolling. But glad to see you in the stream before Christmas, Shauner. Shauner has one more year. Coalition Gaming. So I tweeted out. So Chris actually tweeted out. Let me go to this real quick. So Chris tweeted out this right here. I'm gonna mute it so that it doesn't blast your guys' ear. But I totally forgot. I didn't forget that this existed, but it's been a long time since I've seen this video. So this is actually a video from Ozzy.
This video is brought.
We did a 3-video collab back in 2019. So this was when we went to LTX, and me, Ozzy, and Coalition Gaming Chris stayed in an Airbnb together, and we did a video project. And we each separated that project into 3 separate videos. And this was Ozzy's video where we dropped the graphics card and bent the PCIe bracket that holds it onto the case. And we had so yeah, here's us deal hunting during it. This was such a fun video. I'm gonna link it in case anyone hasn't seen it yet. But and then from there you can see the link to Chris's as well as my video. I think did he put our videos? Chris sworn he did, but Chris and myself had videos too. And then where is it? This is where we kind of cornered Jay's 2 cents as well as Bitwit Kyle to help us fix the card. But yeah, it was a very fun video all around. But this came up because LTX is coming back 2023, and I have video ideas for it. I have at least 2 video ideas I've been sitting on that I've been wanting to do ever since it kept on getting canceled year after year. I'm not going to share the video ideas though, just because I want it to be super fresh. But just know that I have some good ideas coming, because I feel like the ones I did were really fun for that year. Dr. Coonan asked, did y'all... No, so the way this worked, and I actually recorded a car vlog with Ozzy. So Chris flew into Canada. Ozzy found tickets cheaper to Seattle. So I ended up picking him up from SeaTac Airport, and then me and him drove up to Vancouver, Canada. And then I dropped both of them off at the airport in Canada to fly back to California and to Georgia, respectively. But I only carpooled with Ozzy up through the border. But yeah, that was very fun. Craig Lily says, I suppose you can't get into LTX unless you have a $250 backpack. No, well, so I actually showed my wife Linus's backpack. I didn't show her it as in like I wanted her to get it for me. I was just like, oh yeah, because we were talking about backpacks for some reason. I said, oh yeah, Linus has a backpack that's like $250 and it does everything. And I showed it to her and she was like, oh my god, why is that thing so big? And I told her like, yeah, I mean, I would buy an LTT backpack once they release a smaller version. The full LTT backpack for $250 is too big for me. I want one that's like maybe 2/3 to half of the thickness. I don't need to fit that much stuff in the backpack. I like all the little compartments and zippers and stuff and thought that they put into it. I just don't need that big of a volume. So yeah. Darnell Reyes says, did anyone attend PDX LAN? Darnell, are you from Portland by chance? I'm curious if that's why you're asking, or if just because you know I'm from the Pacific Northwest is why you're asking. I've never been to PDX LAN. I've never been to a Mega LAN, actually. The only ones I've unofficially been to events that had Mega LANs. Like, technically LTX did have a big landing portion of it. So does PAX. PAX has a bring your own computer section, which is like a big LAN. But I've never attended one with my computer. I don't know, man. I'm just super paranoid. Like, how often is theft a thing at these events? especially since you can't sleep there, right? So you gotta just leave all your stuff there and go to your hotel and then come back. So, what is PDX LAN or LTX? So, PDX LAN is just a big LAN event where like hundreds of people gather together. I don't know where it's at, if it's in like a big factory or something, but it's like a gigantic LAN party with hundreds and hundreds of people all gathering together with their PCs and gaming. And the LTX is, let me see if I can bring it up. LTX 2023. They have the website. So, LTX is an expo put on by, it's like a convention put on by Linus, which it's centered around him and his company, his team, as well as just the PC tech space. So they invite companies to come as well. This coming year, it's going to be on July 29th and 30th, 2023 at the Vancouver Convention Center, which I believe that was where it was at last, back in 2019, the last time they had it, before the pandemic. But yeah, they have workshops, booths, challenges, and more. I think if we go back to Ozzy's video, you can see what it's kind of about. So, like, we got to meet a lot of people at this event. It's just a bunch of like-minded people who love computers coming together, nerding out, hanging out, talking. You get to meet creators. And then where's the part where... Oh, here you go. They had stuff like this set up that year. This was pretty fun. There was Chris and Ozzy jousting, and then Ozzy's gonna throw a computer here. They had like what was that, a Mac tower, just like throw a computer case challenge. So yeah, it's just kind of a fun event to go to. Oh, they have a bigger building this time. I felt like the last building was pretty big. So yeah. Okay, Darnell, you're from Trinidad. Okay, gotcha. But you know about PDX. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it definitely is super fun. The best. No fan meetup at LTX. I mean, at LTX, if you go to LTX, you are likely going to be able to meet all your favorite PC tech content creators. A lot of them go there. This coming year, I feel like even more are going to come than previously. And even some non-PC centric creators have gone, like back in 2019, Austin Evans was there, as well as a few others, but I'm trying to think of any. I think Paul couldn't make it because his wife was pregnant or sick. Like Brian from Tech Yes City wasn't there, but I have a feeling this coming year a lot of people are going to be coming. Yeah, the Computer Olympics, exactly. Wait, was Paul there? I don't remember seeing him. Hey, what's up, Larry off the grid? How you doing? We're just chilling right now. Wow, we're 13 minutes in the land because we've been talking about all this other stuff. So, okay. First and foremost, I do want to give... here's the updated membership. Channel member shout out. So, thank you to all the channel members, especially the super gifters up here who are responsible for giving a lot of the memberships down in this area right here. But thank you to all the channel members for the ongoing support. The above and beyond support, just more than just subscribing and chatting and stuff, but becoming a channel member, which, by the way, I should mention, if you guys are new to the stream, or if you weren't here in previous weeks, I did open up the channel Discord, the official Nerd on a Budget Discord channel. There should be a link down in the description if you guys want to join. Let me see if I can bring it up here. Discord. Yeah, so we have a pretty tight-knit community here right now. So it's a pretty basic Discord channel right now. There's not much going on. There's like a general channel. You can showcase your PCs and stuff in another channel, which I will be going to here if people want to submit during streams for their setup reviews and stuff. But people have been submitting here what they've got going on. There is also a deals channel where myself and the mods, we try to post deals that we think are worth looking at. It doesn't necessarily have to be the best deals in existence. Even sometimes stuff that are out of stock but come back at normal price, we'll also post them here. Just basically stuff that may be worth looking at. Like I just posted this before a stream. So this is the Hyte Revolt 3, which is the case that I'm using. It's going for 80 bucks for mini ITX case with the handle, headphone holders, and with like, a lot of thought put into it. This is in my opinion, a pretty good price. So yeah, so we'll post deals here. If people members of the Discord channel can also post in general, and then we can repost those into the Dios channel if we think, you know, they're worth looking at. But yeah, right now it's a really small community. We have, let's see, there's 29 people on right now, and then a total of like, I think we have like a total of 100 people from last week when the invites opened up. But yeah, if you want to join a pretty small chill community, then, you know, we'll go from there. So invite, oh no, the invite's broken. Okay, let me redo the invite. Why is it broken? Invite people. Oh, I set it to expire in 1 hour. Sorry, I need to redo the invite. Edit the invite link. I'll put it for 6 hours. I put it for an hour, and I put it up an hour before stream. So now that link is dead, but I'm updating it right now. Okay, so now we have a 6 hour link going on. And yeah, should be good to go. Okay, so right now I still have an expiration on it just because I don't want the link to get into like the wrong hands, right? Like, let's say if I left the link to never to expire and someone decided they wanted to troll me or troll the channel, and they invited like malicious bots or malicious people. So I want to keep it a pretty controlled invite right now, which is why I've been setting an expiration, as well as I haven't shared the link on Twitter, nor have I shared it in any videos yet. I've only shared it on stream because this is like the, you know, diehard, fans here, so. And then yeah, Christopher Coonan also posted another link. So we have mods on the server right now. Christopher Coonan is one of them, as well as Jason Whitmer, who we saw earlier in chat, so yeah. But eventually I will open up the server. I just want it to grow at a comfortable rate and not have it get out of hand. What's the theme of the PC build winter? So I have, what do I have coming up in terms of PC builds? There is a holiday themed video coming up. It's not going to be out before Christmas because I have another Craigslist ride along video coming out this weekend. But before New Year, there should be a holiday themed video, so keep your eyes out for that. And it's going to be like a mid-range system. Not necessarily a build guide, but it'll be featuring a build. Sutmig says, I'm update to an NVMe SSD from a SATA SSD for my game storage. How much does the read and write speed matter for a gaming build? For a gaming build, SATA SSDs are fine. I've done a side-by-side test, and the load times are, I would say, negligible. The big benefit of going from a SATA SSD to an NVMe, for most people, you know, assuming that you're not doing like any crazy consecration and stuff, but it would be the files transferring. If you were to transfer, like drag and drop a big folder with a bunch of tiny files, or like just a big file size, just dragging and dropping from drive to drive, that is probably the biggest noticeable difference the typical consumer will see between NVMe and SATA. But in terms of Windows boot up and game load times, it is pretty close between just any SSD and NVMe. Hey, Uncle Bill, what's up? I see you in the Discord now. Heck yeah, Shauner. I'm excited to see your Fractal North design too. Also, you gotta take it in the aesthetic of your living space or wherever you have it. Because I saw that, you know, you had the white walls and just like the white stuff going on in the background. So yeah. There's no fall emoji? That's right. I gotta put a fall bowl. No, though I did put some new emojis in just because we've had more members. So here are the 3 new emojis, which they're already live on the Discord server, but we got 0 out of 10, 10 out of 10, and then the dead eyes. So, but now I'm capped out on emojis again. So, YouTube is pretty strict with how many emojis that you have. We have like 200 something members right now, channel members currently, right here on this list. And YouTube only let me have that many emojis. So they want you to get those numbers up before they give you even more. Let me bring back the chat though. Yeah, no problem, Set Meg. Kale130 says, I was using an NVMe that failed and had to fall back to my SSD, but I don't notice that much of a difference. Yeah, so myself personally, for my test benches, I typically switch between just like a budget NVMe Gen 3. Sometimes I use a Gen 4 drive, especially when I'm like working with Micro Center. I switch between that and using like a SATA drive that I just use for holding all my benchmarking games and stuff. And I typically don't notice the difference between boot up and games loading. It really only is when I'm trying to like move over an entire Steam library, then that's when I notice like a slower transfer speed going SATA to NVMe. But to be honest, the only way you're gonna benefit from an NVMe transfer speed wise is if you have two NVMe drives. Because if you only have one NVMe and then the other is a SATA, going from NVMe to SATA, you're gonna be bottlenecked by the SATA anyways. So yeah, for read-write speeds, you gotta have like at least two NVMe's in your system. If you're going to like a spinning drive or a SATA 2.5-inch SSD, you're gonna be bottlenecked by the slower drive. So just keep that in mind. I mean, M.2 drives are just nice in general because of the less wire and cable management. But one of their downfalls is that you can't put them in older systems like Dell Optiplexes and stuff that do not have that slot. So, alright, we're gonna end the poll. Wow, I was not expecting caramel. Heck yeah, butter wins. Okay, so with regards to the popcorn tin, people's favorite is butter, for the people who voted anyways. Cheddar in second, and then caramel. I thought caramel, how do you say it? I thought caramel would do better, but it got last place. But yeah, alright, let me put this away now. Done snacking on that. So like I said, this is gonna be a pretty chill pre-Christmas stream. Just want to hang out with the chat, see what everyone's holiday plans are and stuff like that. But I do have an unboxing that I wanted to do, so let me hide the chat box right now. And this exact thing was not something that I talked about it in the Discord, but this is not the exact thing that I posted that night on the Discord. So this actually just got dropped off like right before stream started. So Amazon, thank you for giving me content for a stream. But this is something, it's not like a gift or anything. This is just something I need for my YouTube / PC building needs. 14 Archico, my plans for Christmas are going to work. Yeah, so what are y'all doing for... Actually, let me ask. I need to run a poll while I open this. Okay, new poll. Do you... Okay, and because of the limited poll options, I can't put everything. So Christmas, other, I don't celebrate anything. Okay. So I mean, growing up, I knew people who were part of religious groups that just didn't celebrate anything. They didn't celebrate birthdays, none of the holidays, none of that. So I think for the most part, if you're in the US, whether or not you like are religious or not, you celebrate Christmas as the main holiday. Like that's what the camp that I fall into. I'm not religious, but we do Christmas. My family and my wife's family and all of that. So looking at the votes, yeah, Christmas is definitely the majority of what people do celebrate. There is a very small amount of people who don't celebrate anything, and then people who celebrate others. So that would be like Kwanzaa. Well, Kwanzaa would be after, that starts on December 22nd, right? There's that, and then there's Hanukkah, which is more than a single day, and then probably a few others that I'm not aware of. But while people are voting on that, let's get this opened up. Can you? This box is like at least 2/3 empty. Amazon, again, with their horrible optimization of boxes. Nick Kerr, you're Muslim and you celebrate your own holidays? Okay, gotcha. Mike 1360, hello, sorry I'm coming in late. No worries. If you come in late, no need to apologize. I appreciate you being here at all. Even if you come in at the last minute stream, just stopping by to say hi, I truly appreciate it. So please never feel the need to apologize. Alright. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So Amazon, they had to put it in this box because it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit flat. They had to put it in diagonally. So yeah. Alright. Whoa, I'm excited for this, even though this is a very cheap budget. How much does this thing cost? Let me check my Amazon order. So, what is this brand even? EQEOVGA K51. Has anyone ever heard or have seen this brand? Let me look on Amazon. How much did I pay for this thing? I think it was like 35 bucks. Orders. It was, well, it was 0 because I used Amazon gift cards. Oh no, it was 45, and I'll show you why. I'm gonna unbox it now. Hey, what's up, yeah, Japo, yay. Shauner is doing dinner as usual, but we are going light on gifts because my parents are moving soon. Yeah, for sure. Having to pack up the new gifts. So you know what a good gift for parents is typically? Especially if they don't have one yet, like a modern day TV. I've already gotten that gift for my parents though, so you know, once you get them a TV, they're set for like many years to come. So I can't do the whole TV gift again because TVs are getting so cheap. 200 bucks can get you probably like a 50 to 55 inch if you catch it on sale. But yeah, good thinking there, Shauner. Oh yeah, thank you for the reminder. Yeah, if you guys can like, subscribe, all that. Oh, you can join the Discord using the link in the description below. That would be helpful. Is it mechanical? Yeah, so this is a mechanical keyboard. Let me open it up while I read the rest of the comments. The Best YouTube says, I've been waiting for my back order of a motherboard Aorus Pro P. Any good alternatives if I can't pick it up? Which chipset is that? Oh my goodness, what is this? Air fryers are also, yes, I agree, are flat. Air fryers, I've also given air fryers multiple times as a Christmas gift. The first air fryer I ever bought was actually not even for myself. I bought it for my brother and my sister-in-law, and then that is what opened up the chain reaction of air fryers in my life. And then I've gone through, the thing about air fryers is, unless you buy a really expensive one, I feel like the cheap, like $50 ones, they have issues or die early. We're on our third air fryer, but this third one is the dual chamber Ninja one from Costco. So I'm hoping it lasts longer. But yeah, air fryers are awesome gift ideas. Now we're talking about gift ideas, even though Christmas is only 4 days away, and anyone ordering anything online is not going to come in time. But yeah, feel free to toss out your holiday ideas down below for gifts. Alright, let's get this out of the box. Ooh, oh, that's the mouse. Oh yeah. Here we go. So let's put this back here. Oh, we can do a typing test. Heck yeah. Let's go. So. Ooh, these. I'm not a picky keyboard person, but these definitely sound cheap. It is mechanical though. It is stocky, but also hollow. But yeah, so here's the keyboard. Let me see if I can get a link to it. I got it on sale and used the gift card, so I'm not vouching for this, but I'll just so that you guys can see what we're working with here. Let's see. So this is, aren't there 21 letters in the alphabet? Oh wait, you've got URAQ. Wow. Okay, Jason. Yo, Jason be hitting on me way too much. But okay, so I'll explain the pink. But so this is actually a keyboard mouse combo. Where's the dongle for this thing? Please tell me it comes with a dongle. Oh, the dongle is in here. And it comes with a keycap puller. Nice. The keycap puller, and then the dongle is right there. Alright, so this keyboard from this EQE OVGA, it's in the link that I posted, so let me actually go to it here. So this is the keyboard. I had a coupon, so I applied a coupon and I used a gift card. But alright, so why did I buy this keyboard? You guys have seen, and you will see in a future video, my test bench station, or when I move my test bench into the back of my car, I need things to be wireless. It's just, I can't be dealing with a wire coming from a mouse, wire coming from this, wire coming from the monitor and stuff like that. As much wireless stuff as possible just makes it a cleaner setup for like the test bench and stuff. So that was my first requirement of buying something dedicated. I'm not going to use this in my own personal setup. I already have my own keyboard and mouse. But for a test bench, my number one requirement is being wireless. The second one was that they shared the same dongle. Currently, my wireless mouse and keyboard for my test bench, they're two different products, so they come with two different dongles, and that's just more crap you have to plug in anytime you know, have a new system that you have to test or benchmark and stuff like that. So single dongle because they come paired together. The third requirement is that it had to be USB Type-C. So my old, and it had to be battery powered, rechargeable. My old setup, my mouse was on battery, and that thing, because it was horrible with regards to being smart about shutting down when it's not being used. The battery constantly died, and I don't want to have to deal with putting in a rechargeable battery and all that. I just want something that has USB-C in on both products, because I always have USB-C cables lying around, so it'll be easy to keep these things charged up with no issues. And then the reason I chose pink, even though there was a non-pink version available, is because it's really ugly and very visible. If this is laying in a mess of crap over there, I'm gonna be able to see it like instantly. So that's the reason I chose ugly pink, honestly. Like, I know aesthetically it doesn't look good, but I will never lose this in the mess of my, well, the table is actually pretty clean right now, but oftentimes there's a lot of stuff there. Like, this is super visible. So yeah, that explains it, but let's do a typing test, shall we? And see if this thing sucks or not. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would have chosen any neon color I could have. But let me plug this in real quick. Let's see if we can get this. I'll use this for the rest of the stream, actually. This does have, ooh, check out that flowing, oh, you can't really see. Let me see if I can turn the light down or flip it this way. Oh yeah, look at that. RGB. Remember when mechanical keyboards, like cheap budget mechanical keyboards, first hit Amazon? They're a really common occurrence now, but I remember some of my first keyboard reviews, my very amateur keyboard reviews, of the initial brands like Red Dragon that first started it out. But yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try to, here, let me see if I can get this in the screen, and then we're gonna go to monkey type. Okay. So we're gonna do a typing test. Let me put the mic down. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Okay. Whoa, what the heck? Why? Oh, caps lock is on. No! I messed it up. That just got all my stuff wrong. Okay, we gotta do that again. Ooh, this is a horrible result. Yeah, I accidentally pressed cap lock, and then it, even though I was typing everything right, is the sound coming through pretty well? Huh. I mean, oh, it also has this, I actually really like these on keyboards, like this volume wheel. Let's see if this thing works. Oh, it does work, yeah. So, I'm seeing it on screen, you guys can't see it, but this is actually pretty nice. It's actually a metal wheel that they put on here. Let me see. I mean, it feels solid. So, I'm excited. It's an ugly keyboard, but it's the new one that I'm gonna be using out of the back of my car and on my test bench. Yeah, so these are brown switches. I got the brown ones. And office, they say PC gaming and office, and then brown switch according to the thing. Do appeal, yeah, we can do appeal. If I do appeal up close though, you're not gonna get the sound because the mic's not here. But let's see. There we go. I think that's the only thing to peel. Master Singleton likes the black and red switches. I started on blues. Oh, that's a good poll question. Alright, let's end this poll. Which holidays do people celebrate, if any? We got all 84% doing Christmas, which isn't too unexpected given that we're in the US. But then there were some others, and then a small 5%. Or no, 10% don't celebrate anything, and then the smallest was other at 5%. Sergeant Reaper upgraded from a cheap mechanical keyboard to a Corsair KC. Yeah, so the Corsair keyboards, I think normally they're usually priced like closer to $100, but they are constantly on sale. And Corsair, we're just going with the flow with this stream. I think Corsair, what is it, refurbished keyboards? I think they have a certified refurbished section, and I've bought keyboards from here before. They usually go for like pretty good discounts. Let's see, or maybe not anymore. Wow, that's it. Refurbished, you only get a $14 discount from 89 or 90 bucks to 75. I think you have to just randomly check. Oh, here's one from the K100 from 206 to 125. Here's one from 80 to 55. So, I mean, Corsair keyboards, if you're not into like the super build your own, they're pretty solid. Now, if you're gonna be a snob about, you know, switches, keycaps, and things like that, then you don't get to choose from the refurbished big box brand refurbished bin. Dr. Koonin has a Z10 EVGA keyboard. I don't think I've ever used it. Wow. The thing about keyboards like this, for me, that's just too much extra. Like, this is the opposite of nimble, or, you know, it's so, like that top portion, what is shown on that top screen. Cloak, Joey, the Discord code should be in the description. Is that one working? Can you check and see if it does? Joe Panico is asking, what brand is this keyboard? Honestly, I've never heard of this brand before. So I bought this keyboard solely based on features and quote-unquote specs. And I explained them earlier. Wireless, USB-C, share the same dongle between the mouse and the keyboard. And I guess mechanical. That was the only requirements, and then I chose the lowest priced one that fit all those requirements. But I have no idea what this brand is. It's just probably some generic brand of, you know, cheap Chinese keyboards. Chris, you've used the Z10 top of that for your MIDI oh yeah, you put that MIDI controller on top. What year did you know what year this came out? I mean, we could probably find that out. EVGA Z10 keyboard review. And then you just go Tech Power Up had one in 2020. Did this only come out in 2020? Z10 review in 2018 from Hot Hardware. Okay, I mean, to me it looks like an older keyboard than that even. Oh yeah, 2018 is when you, Chris, you also reviewed it here too. 2018, holy crap, that was 4 years ago. I think what makes this keyboard look old is that top screen. Where is it at? It's that top screen right there. Cause it's not like a colored LCD screen or anything like that, right? It's like a very pixelated, monochromatic thing. So I think that's why it looks really old to me. Or does that even change at all? Does that just say EVGA? That to me, that looks like a screen. Oh, it is a screen. Okay. I'm only seeing it say EVGA on every single picture, so... onboard LCD display, it says. Okay, yeah, there it is. So... How long until EVGA goes out of business? Cry, cry, cry. I mean, I don't think they will. Their power supplies are still very solid. Actually, let's go to EVGA's website. What do we have here? So graphics cards are gonna be, I mean, I forget, does anyone know if they're still gonna be servicing, like, refurbished units? Like, how are they gonna deal with returns and refurbish moving forward? But, yeah, I mean, they're in the gaming mice and keyboard space. I don't really hear much about them with regards to keyboards and mice. I use one of their capture cards, but still, I feel like not many people use EVGA capture cards as opposed to like Elgato and Avermedia and things like that. The case, they do have some AIOs, which like I personally don't really think of EVGA as the brand I go to for an AIO. So there's the motherboards and power supplies, I guess, are the more enthusiast type items. Invest in EVGA, I don't know about that. Actually, let's take a look. EVGA. Okay, so, or NVIDIA. Are they not a publicly traded company? Does not look like it. KMJC says, IX Tech Boom. Is this a good mic? Chris, my mic man. Let's take a look at this. Is this on Amazon? Okay. $70. That looks like a higher quality stand. Doesn't have, the springs look like they're inside. Is this a good mic? Honestly, I wouldn't know. Yeah, that arm is fine for the money. Yeah, no, but this mic, wait, boom arm with desk mount. This, you get the microphone with it too. I mean, for $70, mic arms, good mic arms themselves cost around 30 bucks. So then this makes it about a $40 mic. It's just a stand, I thought. No, it's an IX micro. Oh wait, with desk mount rotatable. Oh no, you're right. Sorry. For some reason, I read it in parts because of the way that these listings are. So this is just a microphone stand, dude. I'll show you the microphone stand that I bought recently. That's working really well for me, and it was a fraction of the cost. Let me see. Dang, how is it this far back? I got the one from Newer. So let's look at the two side by side and see. So here's the one that I bought. So I bought this Newer one. Now it does have the split legs, but the springs are hidden on the inside. And this is what I actually used to hold up my camera, the stream camera right here. So this Newer one, yeah, I paid around 30 bucks for it. So you're looking at 30 bucks versus 70 for this one. This does have a 5% coupon, which makes it, what's 5% on 7, $350. So it still makes it like a $65, like $650 mic arm. What is the... This supports up to a 1 kilogram, 2.2 pounds. How much does this one support? Obviously, this one says it supports up to 4 pounds or almost 2 kilograms. So, between the two, I mean, you can buy 2 of these. You might not need 2, but I actually used 3. Let me show you. Here, let me see if I can show it. We're gonna go to the phone view. I'll show you. Like, I am a person who uses a lot of mic arms, so for me, I would rather get 2 Newers than one of those. But all right, so we look at the desk setup. So there's one mic arm to hold the mic up. There's another mic arm to hold my light so I can adjust it to my face. And then here's that Newer arm that I was talking about. It's back here holding up this camera. And this can also support a bigger camera like this one too. So I don't know. It would be hard for me to justify spending $70 on a single one mic arm that apparently isn't even rated as high as the Newer one, which comes in at half the price. Yeah, Cam JC says, I thought it was a mic and mic arm. I don't think so. This is a Newer Microsoft. Not this one. In this picture, they're showing a HyperX mic right there. And then they're showing a Blue Yeti mic right here. So this is just a mic arm. Yeah, there's no mic with it. This is I mean, it does look like a pretty nice arm. You see how it's a single unit body, I guess you can call it, design. Whereas on this one, it's like the kind of two, not scissors, but this like, they run parallel to each other, the 2 poles, I guess. Look at the Rode mic. Yeah, so the Rode, I thought the Rode was just like the Newer one. Let me see. So Rode has multiple ones, but see so this is the Rode one, which goes for 90 bucks, and I swear this thing looks just like the Newer one. Like, here's Newer, and here's Rode. I can barely see a difference between these two. Newer, Rode. $30, $90. I mean, the Rode one might be larger or might be rated for more, so you have to measure. The Rode one is also for 4.4 pounds. So is it Newer? Newar? Is it not pronounced Newer? It looks like a PSA1 knockoff. I don't even know what a PSA1 stand is. Newer. I'm not saying newer. No way. There's no way I'm gonna remember that. Newer just rolls off the tongue. And I've been saying newer for like the last however many years. I'm gonna say it wrong so that people can correct me for more what's it called? For more engagement. PSA1 boom arm is what people are calling it. Oh, it's the Rode PSA1. Okay. This one, why do they put the little sleeves on it so that you can hide cables, I guess? But yeah, I don't know. Kind of like with this keyboard, I tend to buy things that are as functional as I need it for as low of a price as I can get it. If there was an equivalent to this from like a Corsair or some other brand name for more money, I would still go with this. Just similarly, for these mic arms, I mean, Newer is a very well-known, kind of like generic brand, more budget-oriented for people who are just getting into the hobby of streaming and stuff like that. You don't break the bank, but you still get pretty decent quality stuff. So, I don't know. Between the three, I have never used this IX Tech one. I've never used this Rode PSA1 boom arm, but I can pretty confidently say I don't need much more than this $30 Newer arm. So that's my take on it. You can buy whichever mic arm that you want. To the person who asked for the recommendation, it's hard for me to recommend something that costs 2 to 3 times as much as this, when this has been serving me perfectly with this camera right here. But okay. Yes, keep in mind, I am a nerd on a budget, aka cheap ass nerd, aka doesn't like to spend a lot of money unless necessary. See, okay, here's the difference. Like, with computer parts, I'm okay with spending more money, and I've explained this. Actually, I think I only talked to Jason about this. Is there an alternative? Like, when it comes to a graphics card or processor or something like that, it's not like there's other companies other than Intel, Nvidia, or AMD making that stuff. Like, you can't get a generic brand. You can get a generic brand graphics card, but it's still gonna be Nvidia or AMD or Intel, right? But for computer parts, you sometimes have to spend the amount of money because there's no cheaper alternative. Whereas for this other stuff, there are other competing brands that come in at a fraction of the price. Like, you're not going to find an RTX 3060 that comes in at 1/3 of the price from some no-name generic brand from China. Whereas for a mic arm, you are going to find something from China that comes in at 1/3 of the price compared to Rode. So there's also the whole thing about, do you want to... I don't even know, is Rode made in the USA? Do you want to support American-made products or get the stuff cheaper from overseas and support China? That's another... I'm not going to get into that conversation. Rode is Aussie? Okay, Rode is Aussie. Do you want to support an Aussie company or China? And that is true, Chris. I could be a nerd on a big budget if I wanted to, but I typically am a nerd on a small budget or on a cheap or on a low budget, just because, I don't know. It's just not... There are very few things that I spend a premium on in life. And as you can see with my desk setup, a lot of it is like the cheaper stuff. And it holds up well too. Yes. Saving to be rich is a good way to put it. Spend money on the things that are important. Like our home. My home, it definitely was not a cheap home, but it is something that will last. And it actually appreciates over time. I just found a popcorn on my seat, so. Food is one of the things I go back and forth with. My wife likes to spend a lot on food. I push back on it, so then we meet somewhere in the happy medium. Because to me, food, you eat it, and then it comes out the other end in like a day. And that nourishment, you could have gotten that same nourishment for a little bit cheaper. I guess if you're talking about quality of foods, then that becomes a different conversation. But we're just saying, like, you know, we're talking about like high-end steakhouses versus grabbing a bowl of pho. They will both nourish you, but one could cost $200 and the other can cost like $10, right? So Nick would be disappointed. Yeah, Nick is Mr. High End. Nick, he knows what he wants in life, and he spends on it. Well, okay, the instant ramen, you still have to add meat for the protein, as well as veggies and onions and stuff like that for the garnishes. So yeah, full glass of water next to him for an hour, and all of us be like, drink water. Exactly. Thank you for the water drink reminder. Okay, so we're talking about mic arms. We're just going with the flow. Someone said they had all right. Someone asked a question and they said they were nervous about their computer build. Can you ask it again? Because I saw it in the middle of a thought and then it went away. I ate the popcorn off of my chair. Yes, because it is my own butt that has sat in this chair. Plus, come on, it's like a 10-minute rule or something. Sergeant Reaper 22 says, I spend wisely, and thanks to spending less on myself for a few years, I have a good hefty bank account. Yeah. So I think this is something that I try to preach a lot. As well, it seems like a lot of the people in the stream and a lot of people who just watch my content are also the same mindset. Like, a lot of the things that you spend on, it's just instant gratification. You could even say this keyboard, I didn't necessarily need it because I already had one that was technically working, even though it was starting to annoy me with the battery issue and stuff like that. But I'm pretty excited about this keyboard right now. But in a week, maybe a month, it's just gonna be another keyboard sitting on my test bench that I'm using. I feel like a lot of people buy things just to have the feeling of having something come in the mail to their front door and unboxing. And they're super happy at the beginning of it, but then over time it just ends up being something that sits on their desk or in their closet or in a drawer that they don't really utilize and get the full value of. It's fun to buy stuff, but don't buy things just for the sake of buying it. Look for getting a lot of value out of it. And this, you're gonna be seeing this in videos, and I will basically be using this a lot. So I made sure, I was sitting on buying this keyboard for months now. I've been wanting to buy one, but I've just been too cheap. I finally bit the bullet because I had some Amazon gift card to burn up. But yeah, other than that, I probably wouldn't have bought this. Okay, way out GF. Is GF supposed to be Guardian Force or girlfriend? But anyways, it was me. I'm thinking of building a PC. I'm thinking RTX 3060 or 3060 Ti for streaming GTA 1080p 60. But I don't know if I should wait longer and get it new or buy a used graphics card from Amazon. Okay, so let's take a look at some stuff and help you out here. Okay, you're thinking about building a PC. So do you have the rest of your PC already, or are you just looking for a graphics card right now? But if we look on Amazon, I'm pretty sure RTX... Okay, I haven't been looking at prices, but I'm going to guess RTX 3060s on Amazon are going for $360. Let's see if... Whoops. No! I actually closed the window. Oh my goodness! Uh-oh. I closed... all my windows. Give me 1 second. What did I press on this new keyboard? Where's the control room? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm bringing it back up. Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay, Amazon. I gotta bring up all my chat stuff again. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think we're good. Let me get this window size right. There we go. So RTX 3060 prices. I'm gonna guess $360, but we'll see. 350. Okay. 370. I don't think I hit Alt F4. I think I hit some other hotkey for Google Chrome. Yeah, there's no way I hit Alt F4. That's way too far. I hit some like Control Shift R or something. But if we're looking at the prices, we got 350, 370. Amazon's probably. I'm curious how Newegg is gonna be priced. The cheap. Wow, Newegg. So the 3060s. I mean, I've been complaining about this for months now, right? What is this? What is this card? Wait up. So this is a 3060 mobile version that they put on a PCB and threw a cooler on it. But it is 250 bucks. What the heck? $30 shipping from China? Okay, this already doesn't seem like it's worth it. Interesting. What are they showing here? Wait, something's... Yeah, this is probably not what you're looking for. Okay. New graphics card. 3060 for mining and gaming. Okay, this is... Huh. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to... Like what is this card? The price for a 3060, I mean... The fact that they... Okay, what's the output? They're not showing it. So this one does have free shipping. It does come from China, so it's probably going to take a while to get to you. I mean, this store has 12 ratings, 83% positive, but... Okay, it has DisplayPort times 3. So it only has DisplayPort, no HDMI. Can we get more pictures of this thing, please? Oh, no, it does have HDMI times 1, DisplayPort times 3, okay. I mean... The cooler on this looks kind of janky, but I mean, does everything line up with the official specs? Let me see. I'll put it up on another window. 1 second. Let me window refresh this. Okay. Let me just double check everything here. Oh, jeez. I need to find my control room in YouTube Studio. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Alright, back in business. Okay, so we'll look at this. Specs, okay. Yeah, everything looks legit here. What are you guys' thoughts on this $310 3060? I still think it's overpriced considering you get a 6650 XT for like $290 most of the time. But compared to the other 3060s, this one is actually... I mean, this is just like China dumping their excess cards, right? Post-mining crash. Let me look at the clock speeds on this thing. 1320, yep. And then boost clock, yep. That looks about right. So, I mean, yeah. I personally would pass on this 3060 as well. So to the person, who is, are they still in the chat? I gotta scroll all the way back up. Way out GF. Yeah, so you're looking for a 3060 or 3060 Ti. Would you consider, can the chat convince you that you could still stream on an RX 6650 XT? As I am streaming on a 6700 XT right now. Yeah, if you're looking, I mean... and you get free games. Look at this. You can get whichever card you want for less. Though this is the cheapest one right here, right? $285. But if you specifically want the XFX one or something else or Sapphire, but look, you get 2 free games with this. Which games is it gonna be? Game bundle. You get Callisto Protocol, which is like the Dead Space remake, right? And then Dead Island 2. 2 horror games where you could resell this code probably and make back some of your money. I have some code from when I bought on Black Friday a 6650. I need to either redeem or sell those games. But yeah, can we convince you to not get a 3060 and instead get a 6650 XT? Okay, for the 6650 XT, which CPU would you suggest? Are you trying to buy right now, or are you trying to wait for like the more budgety current gen stuff? Because right now, if you're buying the 13th gen i5 or Ryzen 7000, like 7600X, you're spending nearly $250 to $300 just for the CPU alone, plus an expensive motherboard. For the 6650 XT, I think, I would say 12400, but Dr. Kunin is saying wait for the third. We don't. All right, let me see. Intel. Oh, actually, no. I need a new window. You're saying wait for 13. Well, what is the 13400 leaked? Is there any leaked pricing information? Intel's upcoming 13400 series is reported to cost under $245 at launch. Isn't the 12400 like $170 right now? 100. It looks like they're 183, 187. You can get a used one for 170, and it's a CPU. So, I mean, no cooler or fan. So then you would just buy a $20 cooler and slap it on there. Also gnomed. Wait, what? Well, for streaming, you could just leverage the graphics card. It depends. If you want to spend more money, of course the 13400 is going to be the better buy. But you're going to be likely going on DDR5. You're going to go with the more expensive... actually, no, you don't have to go for a more expensive motherboard. You could stick to the same like B660s or something like that. But the processor and I guess for the RAM, if you stick to the same motherboard and you do a BIOS update, holy crap. Okay, wait up. I gotta turn on the Spitfire alerts. Okay, give me 1 second. Oh my god! Gnomed? And also gnomed? Wait, Gnome, did you change your username? Gnomed is here. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to pop up my chat. My thing is being weird right now. Oh my goodness. Alright, how many gifted subs does Gnome just give? Gnome, you are a monster. Holy 50. And then Mike 1360 with the 50. Also, you guys. First of all, thank you. And then when we go to the membership highlights, Mike 1360 and Gnome, who is going by also Gnome now, is up here with the super gifters. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna let this run for a while. I'm gonna drink some water. Wow. Yeah, rip chat indeed. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna start eating this banana because the chat's going crazy right now. So we have gnomed and also gnomed. We just got 150 people memberships. Thank you. They're both you? Why? Why are you doing that? I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, I gotta update this. Give me 1 second. Put my banana down for a second. Okay, chat highlight. Gotta update this because a new window. Okay. Got this going. Chat box. So there's the chat box. And then, yeah, so they are both you, says Gnome. I was going to gift those a bit later in the stream, but law. Wow, Gnome triggered it. Mike, Gnome, thank you. I appreciate it. Yo, look at this bruise. Look at this bruise on this banana. Actually, you can't really see it because of the lighting, but it's a pretty big bruise. Alright. Give me a second to process this and let these run for a bit. And yes, I did see your question. Wait, I had to add my other card, so I just added it to my second channel. Oh my goodness. I appreciate it, Gnome and Mike. Not only do I appreciate it, but I'm sure anyone who gets the membership as a result of you gifting, whether or not they're here, they also appreciate it. So thank you. Yes, get my vitamins, indeed. Oh, which by the way, let's see. Exit. You know what? Shutter Thug, this almost looked like a porn advertisement. Be careful when doing stuff like this, because people are gonna, or the mods might, they might remove your message. Nathan Bond got a gift. This is still going crazy. Oh, and then the best YouTube. You've been waiting for your Aorus P Pro. Okay, so we'll take a look at that as well. Yeah, this is gonna be a help the chat stream, hanging out, talking about whatever. But first, we gotta finish the other conversation. Yeah, this is a PG stream. Okay, we'll let these run for a bit longer. So, if you want to buy, say, regarding this processor, I'll bring the Spitfires back. Don't worry, the Spitfires are going to be running probably till the end of stream, so I'll bring them back. But I don't want it to interrupt what I want to say about this processor. The issue is, do we have a release date on the 13400? Let's see if the release date's multiple, okay, Asian market already been sold. Oh, so they've been sold in the Asian market. So when are they gonna be in the US? Intel's Raptor Lake non-K processors won't be out till 2023. Okay. You know, they've already been sold in Asia. So here's the thing. Are you willing to wait, and are you willing to spend money? Because I think those are two pretty important factors which affect the answer. If you're ready to buy now, and also, if you buy a 12400 now, I don't think you should feel like you're missing out or have FOMO about the next thing that are coming out. Because they're in two completely separate price categories. You're talking about something that's about $180 versus something that's probably going to be closer to $250 on release, and it'll take a while for the price to drop down. That's what I'm thinking, especially if they're like popular and sold out and stuff like that. So, the fact that you're getting the quote-unquote older chip, you're getting it at also a lower price. So if you calculate out to performance per dollar, it can still serve you just as well. So 6650 XT, I think, is still the go-to for the graphics card. It is phenomenal value right now. Then for the processor, you ask yourself, do you want to wait potentially a month or two and pay more money, or do you want to buy right now and get it for, you know, 180 bucks? Also, yeah, the 13400 is going to cost as much as a 12600K exists right now. And they're probably going to be trading blows with each other, so. Ghost. Okay, so for streaming, what's better? So for streaming, I would weigh out GF. If you're planning on streaming, you should definitely get the one with the iGPU. So get the i5-12400. Then you'll have 3 options in front of you for streaming. You can stream off of the AMD graphics card that you're gonna get if you get that 6650 XT. You can stream off of using QuickSync off of the iGPU from the processor, and then you can stream using software encoding as well on the non-IPU portion of that. So, oh yeah, Charles Gaming says, "What are y'all's PC builds? Respond in chat." So, yeah, give me a quick reminder of what graphics card, processor, and RAM capacity, and if you have any specific case, let us know in chat. All the other stuff isn't as big of a deal, but if you want to give your full specs, feel free to do that too. But I think for the most part, when I look at a PC, I just determine what tier it is based on what CPU graphics card it has for the most part. And then I like hearing about people's cases just because, even though that doesn't affect performance too much. Okay, so thank you all a lot, because I would have spent way more money. Yeah, I think you're gonna enjoy this system. I mean, I've built a system with similar specs to that recently, and it's really good. You should be able to get that for under $1,000. I'm not sure if you're building from scratch or if you're only upgrading the processor and graphics card. But if you were to build a system from scratch right now, you could fit in a 12400 and a 6650 XT, probably into the $700 to $800 price range. Heck yeah, Shauner with the 5600X RTX 3080, but rebuilding in that new Fractal North case. Looking forward to that. Loftic says, pros and cons of a RTX 2060 Super. Well, the 2060 Super is a solid card. The pros is that you get NVENC encoder, you get, if you're buying a 2060 Super in this, like right now, it's likely going to be used. So the pro is going to be a reduced price, but the cons might be that that reduced price might be higher than we would like to see it. So let's see. Lowest first. So if we wanted to buy a 2060 Super that was not parts only, looks like they're going for as low as 210, 215. But at that same price, you can get an RX 6600. Let me take a quick look. So Tom's GPU hierarchy puts the... Where's the 2060 Super? Oh, okay, it's pretty close to the 6600. So here's the difference, right? You can get a 2060 Super, and you kind of have to buy it in the used market. If you're buying it new from Amazon or Newegg or something, it's gonna be a bad price. But let's say you're buying it for around 200, 210. You can get for that same price a brand new. Actually, the 6600 is cheaper. Haven't they been going for like 190 recently? Let me see. No, the price might have gone up actually. So we're looking at RX 6600, 220. So they're about the same price, roughly. Cause this one's gonna have like shipping on it. Yeah. So you're looking at the 2060 Super, which is gonna be a little bit. It's gonna depend on the game. Some games are favors NVIDIA and you get better performance, but let's call them equivalent cards based on where they are next to each other on this chart. But one of them's new, one of them's used. One of them is AMD, and one of them has all the RTX features and NVENC encoder that you might want. So, I don't know. Between these two, if I'm helping a friend build a system, I'm choosing the RX 6600. I'm not choosing the used 2060 Super for the same price. Alright, let's go back up to what PCs you guys have. Red Red, the Atomic Dog's got a 7600X, so very new system with the technically last gen 6700 XT, but we don't have the class of card to replace that yet in the newly released AMD card yet. So 3200 or 32 gigs of RAM, okay, very solid. We've got KL130 with the 10100F RX 6600. I remember that, very solid budget build right there. You can get this build for probably 500 to 600 all new parts. Lorenzo with the 10850K RTX. People got some pretty nice systems here. Where are the budget builds at? Like, we're talking Optiplexes, you know, Sandy Bridge i5s. Japoye's got themselves an i5 10400 RTX 3070. A lot of people got nice graphics cards. I know the 3070s aren't like super high end and now they're like 1 gen old, but I consider the 3070 like the line between like a pretty nice computer to like more budgety entry level stuff. If you have a 3070 in there, it's gonna play everything you want to throw at it at both 1080p and a lot of stuff at 1440p. So Lord Leo's got a 5800 X3D with a whoa RTX 4090. We got some ballers up in here. Oh yeah, Way Out GF says, one more question, what PSU should you get? I mean, power supply prices I've been saying is all over the place. I always like the CX series from Corsair, and you can sometimes get them so you're only gonna need a 650 watt. But look at this. These used to go for like 40 to 50 bucks. Now they're 80. Corsair RM series. If you're gonna, here's the thing, the RM series from Corsair, I believe these are A tier. So with a lot of C and B tier power supplies already hitting 80 bucks, you may as well spend a little bit more and get a power supply that's gonna last you a really long time. But so for the system that you're gonna have with the 12400 and the 6650 XT, you only need a 600 watt power supply. You could probably get by with 500, but their prices aren't even gonna be that different. But if you think you're gonna want to upgrade power supplies within the next year or two from that 6650 XT, then it might be safer to go with like 750 or 800 watts. There's so many to choose from. It really depends. Like, let's look. Asus Tough. Those are a popular, like, quality, budgety power supply. Let's say how much these are going for. Yeah, Asus Tough 750 going for 100 bucks. All the good power supply deals are kind of gone. Yeah, indeed. The big dogs are in stream tonight. Loftic says, I just bought an RTX 2060 Super 8GB for 309. For 309 new? And I also only have... Can you return that? You bought it for new? That's almost the price of a 3060. What place is selling them new? So here's the 2060 new for 400, what I was talking about. When the cards basically get phased out, their prices go up. Here's the 2060 non-super for 300. Where did you get a new from? But I don't know. For 310 bucks, you could get more performance if you want, if you go AMD. Ghost Turtle's got a 12700K, 3060 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM, and a secondary PC 2014 era themed build with the Haswell i5 in there. Very nice. Yeah, the i5 8500 is a good processor. That is when they only had 6-core single threads though, so 6-core 6-thread. it starts to feel like an old processor just because when you compare it to something like the 10400, you just get more cores and threads out of it for like really cheap. But it's on a different generation, you can't use the same motherboard, so just use it for as long as you can, that 8500. I would say, if you can, I agree. Return that 2060 Super if you can, Loptics. I missed it. Where did you buy it from? Did you say where you got it from? Was it like Amazon or Newegg? I think Newegg has restocking fee. Amazon has a lot of free return stuff. Oh, you got it new on Amazon? How long ago? Yeah, I would return it. Like right now. And then get, let me see, 6650 XTs. Look at this! 270 includes up to 2 games. No mail-in rebate. Like, this is ridiculous value right now. You should, you compare a $310 2060 Super compared to this, it's no questions. I don't care if you need NVENC encoder. I don't care if you need RTX voice. You can find other solutions and get the superior card right here. Yeah, I'm gonna link this to you, just in case you are interested, or if anyone is interested. I'm surprised, because on Newegg, it was a little bit more. Why is this card so cheap right now? I'm gonna have to put this in the Discord. Lisa Sue? Yes. Auntie Lisa deposited $5 into my account for being a good boy. Okay, I'm gonna share this right now. Yeah, this is a pretty good deal. And I feel like graphics card prices are kind of going up. So 270 for a, what's it, RX 66. Oh, this keyboard doesn't have a numpad. This is kind of annoying, but I couldn't find one with it. RTX with 2 free games, no rebates or anything. So bam, and then what I do normally is I take a quick snapshot of the deal so that people can see that that's what it was priced at that point in time. Because sometimes it goes away. Let me see if that... So I just posted to the Discord. Let me click it to make sure it works. And it does. Okay, sweet. So yeah, I think this is the deal to get right now. Newegg, for whatever reason, did not have any cards down this low. Yeah, I usually need numpads on my keyboards too, but for the benchmarking station, it's not as necessary. I'm just using this till the end of stream, so I do miss it, but yeah. Rippy Pen says, hey, hi Danny, what is the next LAN party? The LAN stories is really interesting. So here's a question. For that secret January LAN thingy that I'm going to, I haven't asked if the people were interested in making a video out of it, because it's not my event. But if they were and they wanted it documented, I may be down to do that. But it depends. It depends. Other than that, the next LAN party that I am throwing with my friends up here in Washington is gonna be March. Not sure what the date is yet, but we have decided on March so that we avoid the February freeze and February snow. That remember the one LAN party where my friends were going down the hill, the icy hill, and they're like freaking out and the car got stuck on the curb for a little bit and we had to push it? We're trying to avoid that for LANs from here on out. Yeah, I did hear they're gonna make a Warhammer 40k movie. Who was the actor that they're trying to get for it? Was it Henry Cavill or is it somebody else? Okay, would the 3-fan 6650 XT make a difference, like a quieter, less temperature? Honestly, you would have to look at the specific reviews for the cards. But a lot of the 2-fan cards run just fine. Let me see what the power color card is. So we got that there. Whoops, can I bring that back? Nope, I can't because I'm in incognito mode. RX 6650 XT. Let's see if Power Color has the Hellhound. Ah, oh, it's so much more expensive. Why? How about the 6600 XT? Dang, these are expensive too. Like, I love the Hellhound cards because they actually run really cool and they're 2-fan. I haven't used the MSI gaming one. I'm sure this one's gonna be fine. Let me look at the price of the 3-fan cards and I will give you my opinion. And you can go do further research if you want, but let's see what 3-fan cards are there. 300 bucks for the Eagle. 320 for the Speedster. Yeah, I do not think it is worth spending an additional $30 to $50 more for these 3-fan variants of the same card. I would say go for this. This is the good deal right now. Temperatures, these cards don't run that hot. And their fans do not run that loud. Just in general. Not the MSI gaming one, but the 6650 XTs, in general. They don't run that hot and loud. I would say this is the deal to get, not these two. You're buying it right now? Okay. Sure, yeah. I mean, you're gonna enjoy this card. I guarantee it. Kevin Go wants a no members LAN event. That'd be crazy. That'd be hard because a lot of people aren't gonna be able to like fly into an event like that. It's expensive. And then lugging around your PC, I don't think I would have enough PCs for everybody, so yeah. William Evans just came in. Did I see the 9 GHz world record was broken by Asus with a 13900K? I did not. 9 GHz? Was that stable? Let's see. 13900K CPU has been overclocked past 9 GHz from videocards.com. Was this official Asus doing the overclocking? Or did they hire in some John Elmore Sandstorm? I don't follow the overclocking scene. So I don't know like this name. So it has reached a peak frequency of over 9 GHz during a world record breaking attempt. Okay, it was shared on hardware bot. Okay, so there is competition rules. Probably not Prime 95, right? One should know that this is not all core frequency, just single core. Okay, so that probably definitely helps it. And what do they have to do with it? The temperature was as low as negative 250 degrees C. Okay. I'm trying to look at the score or the requirements. They don't say what they had to do for stability. Per competition rules. Man, this article doesn't tell me the rules. I probably have to watch the video, so I'll probably watch that later. But thanks for the interesting tidbit of info. Oh yeah, and then just another reminder as we're going on this stream, because we are an hour and a half into stream. These are still going on, by the way, so I'll let these run for a bit while we're on this screen right here. But if you are coming into stream late, the Discord link is down below in the description. If you want to join the Discord server, you know, just a chill. We're a small, slowly expanding Discord server. Mostly, it's just gonna be people who attend the stream right now. But yeah, that you can would y'all say, for the people who have been in the Discord, would y'all say that I am relatively active in there? Like, let me let this Spitfire alert go through. But one thing I've noticed in other Discord servers, especially once they get really big and stuff, the actual owners or creators of the servers do not participate as much in it. I've joined other tech content creators Discord servers, just, you know, when they first open them and stuff, and every once in a while I poke in, and I don't often see like the content creator in there as much, but I feel like every day I at least post a few things, if not more, in the Discord server. So if you want to find me, the Discord server has been a place that I've been pretty active in, and then people who are already a part of this server can, you know, comment on that. But yeah, like when people ping me, I typically answer, and if I don't, like for the tech help section, people have been really good. When people have like tech support help that they need, there's a dedicated channel for that, and people, you know, everyone helps each other out. So yeah, I'm trying to keep that momentum going, so as the server does get bigger and it gets more hectic and crazy and more busy, I still want to be as active as I am now, and it hasn't been too hard to be active on there so far. So yeah. Yes, Kevin, we gotta play some games. I gotta set up a call with you and play some Fightcade stuff. I'm sure Jason Whitmer wants to jump in on that too. Okay, Loftics. First of all, thanks. You didn't have to dono $2, but it did help me see it easier. So you DM'd me, Loftics. What did you say here? Okay, so Loftics says, it's Loftics. I asked you about the ARC. So I really need your help. The only person to go, and it comes tomorrow. Okay, Loftics. Personally, you got it from Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can return that with 0 cost to you. You just have to drop it off at UPS or like wherever. But return the card and buy this 6650 XT. This is my recommendation to you specifically in your use case. You spent $310 on a brand new RTX 2060 Super, which is now technically considered 2 gens old, when you can get this very relevant card for $40 less and better performance. Jason Whitmer says, you can attempt to cancel the delivery through Amazon. They have an area to do that. If it fails, just return the card following instructions. Yes. Loftics DM'd me and said the card's coming tomorrow. So when it's already out for delivery or like on the way, I don't know how easy it is to cancel mid-route. But yeah, you just go onto Amazon, go to your accounts, go to returns, and Amazon makes it so easy, which is why I will spend a little bit more on Amazon than other places like Newegg and stuff, because their returns are like effortless, question-free. Newegg, do they still do their stocking fee? You can't cancel it after it ships? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You can? I've never canceled anything mid-shipment. I usually just wait till it gets to me, then I do it. So either way, I don't think it really matters. Return the 2060 Super, get the 6650 XT. Also, yeah, so we might have a January LAN party video type thingy happening for the out-of-state LAN. You cancel mid-shipment, they return it? Okay, yeah. Newegg only does... But, okay, here's the question, though. Does Newegg do they cover the shipping label? Because Amazon, most of the times, if you choose the right options, like, this isn't what I expected, this wasn't what I wanted, it came late, whatever, you can get the shipping returned free. I don't know if Newegg... Do they print you a... I've never had to really return anything on Newegg. Everything I bought, I've kind of kept. So, has anyone who returned something on Newegg solely because they changed their mind, does Newegg, 1, not charge a restocking fee, and 2, pay for the return shipping? Because return shipping is expensive. If you're buying a graphics card or something, that's like $15. Oh, Eduardo says... Oh, if you buy... Okay, I don't often buy things that cost over 50 pounds, so yeah. Natox's Discord link is down below. Actually, let me check on the Discord now. We do have some new members popping up in here. Wow, since the stream started, yeah, we've got like 20 or so people. So what's up, everyone? Okay, Demon Myth. Didn't I post that one already? Oh, this is a 512 gig. I thought I posted the MP33. I can repost it again. Thanks for the post. I'm gonna pull it up on stream right now. See, this is, I could be active on the Discord and pull up things live on stream, but this Demon Myth link this, so I'm gonna get the Discord deals link for the channel. But yeah, what is it, $28.99 for 512 gig SSD? Yes, it's a budget drive. Yes, it's DRAM list. Who cares? It's $29 for half a terabyte. So thank you for the post. I'll get in the Discord deals. So $29, right? 29. The 512 gigabyte MP33 from Team Group. Bam, and then we get a snapshot of it. Okay. Whoops. Yes, definitely. DRAM list is way, like, I think most people overvalue DRAM just because one time Linus made a video on it or something like that. But like a DRAM-less SSDs are fine. If you have a specific use case, you will know if you need DRAM. If you don't know whether or not you need it, you probably don't need it. Considering the NVMe protocol does not rely on it as much as it did when for SATA drives. Yeah, even SD cards are better than hard drives. Yeah, basically flash storage it just beats a spinning platter, you know, no matter what form it's in. A micro SD card through an adapter. Yeah, so you want DRAM for SATA SSDs typically, yeah, but we're at the point where NVMe or M.2 drives are as cheap as SATA drives, so unless you have a really old system, you don't really have to worry about it for the most part. Oh man, KingFast, is that brand? Dude, let's see, KingFast. Or, is that the, oh, this, I'm thinking of, what was the other brand I bought? King SSD? What is the other, not Kingston, I know Kingston. There's another King that's not KingFast. There are a lot of random companies popping up with SSDs. I thought it was, what was that brand? Tech influencers with too much money have ingrained that you need an NVMe based SSD for a PC. Whoa. What we were just talking about, how NVMe drives aren't as expensive as SATA drives. They're like the same price. So let's look for a 512 gigabyte, right? 512 gigabyte SATA or I'm gonna put 2.5 inch. I think that's the better. So how much are these ones? 25 bucks here versus this one here. So the cheapest, I think Silicon Power, that is one of the cheapest one. And I'm pretty sure this is DRAM list. Yeah, that's the cheapest one we're gonna find for the most part. 25, 26 bucks. NVMe drives are only $3 or $4 behind it. And you don't have to, they're faster for transfer, read-write. But two, you don't have to deal with wires and mounting them. It's just one single screw on the motherboard and you're good. So I wouldn't say that tech tubers have tried to push this idea of having like this luxury, more expensive item. I feel that way about the DRAM situation though, but not for the form factor specifically. NVMe drives have gotten so cheap, it's worth the extra few bucks. It definitely is worth the extra few bucks. I will still buy 2.5 inch SATA drives though, for those older Optiplex systems that don't have M.2 drives. Yeah, I agree, Joel. Most people are fine with SATA drives. I still use SATA SSDs in my personal system as well, alongside the NVMe drives. It works fine. It just depends on what the platform you're on, whether or not it supports like M.2 slots, and you know how the price difference. But between these two, you can go with either. Not this one, but these two. This one I would throw into an Optiplex build. This one would be any like, you know, Gen 6 Intel or newer. Oh, King Dian! That was the one! Are they still around? Yes! Wow. Is King Dian kind of phased out? A lot of their drives have no prices on it. So I bought a King Dian drive. This was back in like 2016 or 15 or something like that. I don't see them pop up as often anymore. Look at all their listings. It was fine. It was like a solid state drive, you know. It made the computer boot up fine, fast, games loaded fast. There's nothing wrong with it, but at the time, if you looked up a Reddit post on King Dian, people would be like, oh, that's, I don't know, I would never trust a no-name brand and stuff like that. I mean, most of these drives, I wouldn't be surprised if they were made with similar components to the big brand names. Just slapped in a different casing. When we're comparing the budget to budget stuff, obviously this is not going to compare to like premium stuff. Yeah, did they... it feels like they went bust. You might be right-ish. Cause I can't... You can buy some of their stuff here, but not much of it. The King... Wait, I found a company called King Spec on AliExpress. The King never ends. Yes, the way that these companies name their products. Like, come on now. I just bought a keyboard called... EQEOBGA. What the heck is that even? There is an infinite possibility of naming for these different brands. Hey, it's Joseph Dan. Can you pull up a video real quick? Yeah, sure. When can you put it somewhere? Let me see. Can you look on Discord on PC setups and tell me if a GPU with thermal throttle because there's no space between the intake fans? Yeah, for sure. We can do that. Alright, we got the Discord question coming up, but Joel, if you can send me a video to either Twitter or on the Discord if you join the server, then that'll work. Okay, what is this here? Wait, who was asking me that? Dr. Slaughter? Can you look on Discord on PC setups and tell me if my GPU... Dr. Slaughter, did you post something? Oh, here it is. Okay, so you're asking if... Oh man, I wish the lighting was better on this picture. But everything looks fine to me here. Yeah, I don't think you've got sufficient clearance to the bottom of the graphics card. To the bottom of the case. And then if you're worried about this graphics card going up to this fan, this is fine. Don't worry about this at all. This happens a lot when you use gigantic graphics cards. You're fine here. So... And then we got people posting their specs, which I would check out here. Okay. So people posting my video to help others make a bootable drive. Got it. Okay, Discord goes away. Where's Joel? Swizzy says, hey, do you all use 3.0 NVMe over 4.0? In my system, there's two slots. I use both, a 4.0 drive and a 3.0 drive. I will tell you right now, 3.0 drives and 4.0 drives, if I did a blind test on like a randomly sampled 1,000 group of people, I would probably say, and all I let them do was play around in the operating system, boot up Windows and boot up games. 99% of the people will not know the difference between if I threw in a Gen 4 versus a Gen 3 drive into the system. The only way they will know is if there are two drives in there and they dragged and dropped a bunch of files over, or if they ran like Crystal Disk Info or something like that, or Crystal Disk Mark to benchmark it. But other than that, you will not know the difference between the two unless you're doing large file transfers. Even editing on like 4K footage and stuff off of a Gen 3 drive, I've had no issues with scrubbing and things like that. So... The thing is, though, Gen 4 drives are starting to get basically the same price as Gen 3 drives. So if you can pick up the Gen 4 drive for basically the same price or a couple of dollars more, it doesn't hurt to grab it. But don't feel like you're behind if you already have a Gen 3 drive and now Gen 4 is like super widely available. Like, don't feel the need to upgrade unless you're adding capacity. But if you're replacing, don't do it. Hey Josh B, you're just stopping by to say hello before going to bed. Hey, thank you for stopping by, even though we are coming up near the end of stream now, coming up on 2 hours. So I've just been answering questions. This has been a very chill pre-Christmas stream. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, Josh. I appreciate it. Ghost Turtle says, haha, SSDs are for the rich. I only have a 1TB SN750 SC for editing and 2TB hard drives for mass videos and game storage. Okay, let's take a look at how much is a 1TB spinning drive right now. HDD. We'll just look at a standard Western Digital Blue. So the cheapest one that we can find on Amazon. We're not gonna look at eBay. We're not gonna look at used. We're gonna have to put a limit on this because Amazon, for some reason, likes to give me this crap when I'm looking for hard drives. Let's see. Computer and accessories? Computer components? They're still gonna... See? Amazon, your filtering is so garbage! Show me all the hard drives, you stupid! Like, how... Sorry, I accidentally slammed on my tray. Desktop... What would I... Computer internal components. See? Oh, how many filters do I gotta go through to find some freaking hard drives? I hate... Amazon is good in some things. For this, it sucks. Big donkey D. Okay, hard drives. This is taking so long just to find a freaking hard drive. I don't even think it's in here. It's not. Optical drives? Oh, I hate you. We're gonna jump to Seagate, Western Digital. We're gonna choose the brands. I don't think hard drive would have made the difference because hard drive adapters were coming up. Here, they're coming up now. Okay, so we'll pick the big brands: Toshiba, Western Digital, and Seagate. All right, you can get a 1TB drive for $20. Now, what is the cheapest 1TB SSD? So wait, are these are renewed? We gotta look at brand new. I'm thinking the renewed. I gotta pick new. So the cheapest new hard drive, old model, is $30. And are these 5400 RPM drives? 5900? Yeah, these are the slow boys. We want 7200 because that matters on hard drives. But you're looking at already $30. All right, come on. Come on, Amazon. Find us some cheap 1TB SSDs. Show us that it is not only for rich people anymore. Show us that it is comparable to hard disk drives. Why? We're gonna just choose Team Group because we know they have cheap drives. What is the cheapest Team Group 1TB drive we can find? 500 GB? Okay, keep going. The MP33 is one of the more budgety drives, but for some reason it is not. We actually posted it on the Discord deals. I think Silicon Power. I mean, I gotta do this stupid Google filter or Amazon filtering thing. We got some of these sketch ones. So you're comparing $30 so internal drives. I think the cheapest one's gonna be like $40. Here we go. Here's the cheap. What brand is this even? So we're looking at $45 for a 1TB 11 since 1996 apparently, versus $33-ish. $30. But these are horribly slow. 5400s. You're probably looking at 35. Here, we're looking at $40 territory if you want 7200 RPM from Western Digital. I don't know, man. $5 extra and you go SSD. 2 terabyte cheap SSDs are like, yeah, $100, and 2 terabyte hard drives are around what, 50 to 60. So yeah, it is about double the price, but that gap has closed throughout the years compared to when SSDs first became popular. Yeah, Amazon is not garbage sometimes, it is garbage a lot of the times. Alright, which it sounds like people have questions in the Discord as well. I will get to that. I'm not going to get to it on stream because I can do that after the fact. But give me 1 second. I need to change screen so I can look at Logitech. Logitech, both me and Chris are saying to get... Why is your friend saying to keep the RTX 2060, which costs more than an RX 6650 XT? So Logitech is asking me for advice. And they might keep the 2060 Super because their friend says it's good AF. I have a feeling your friend might not actually know that much about computer parts if they're recommending you keep a $310 2060 Super over a $270 with 2 free games RX 6650 XT. Logitech, I mean, you can listen to your friend if you want. Chat. Can you tell Logitech just to get the RX 6650 XT with 2 free games for $270? Please? Yeah, Logitech, if you're still here, please read the chat. Yeah, your friend might be an NVIDIA show. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna run a poll on this and we're gonna see. Some people are gonna troll. Do your thing. Do your thing, voters. Please show Logitech the way. Let's get them votes up. His friends are maybe NVIDIA fanboys. Yeah, 6650 XT is closer to a 3060 Ti. Oh, I know. And look, I don't know if someone has done side-by-side benchmarks, but let's see if we can find it. RX 6650 XT versus 2060 Super. Come on, baby. Please show me a side-by-side. We got a 2060 Super. Heck yeah. And this is a legit benchmark too. Let's go. Oh yeah, let's go. So we'll get that. I don't think this is a fake benchmark channel. I'm pretty sure this is a real one. Let me look at their... Yeah, no, they actually have the cards here. This is how you can tell when they actually show the settings and the game shows you which card they have in their system. Yeah, this is a real benchmark channel. I can already tell. Okay, so like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the reason you see a big difference here is because, well, this is a little strange right here, but AMD does have Assassin's Creed Valhalla does have a bias towards AMD cards. Let's look at some of these other results. Yeah, this is looking more right with this 3060 beating the 2060 Super, but the 6650 XT should be clear ahead of it. Hitman, yeah, I would say this is legit benchmarks. Alright, first of all, who's the 6% of you who voted for the $310 2060 Super? Logitech, for some reason, doesn't want to return the card. Chris, Dr. Kunin, Loftic is saying you talk to him, and you're saying either card does fine. In this case, I don't think you should give someone advice saying that you could go with either card when one card clearly costs $40 more than the other and underperforms. It does perform fine, not for $310 though. You have to take pricing into account. If he got the card for free, yeah, either card will work and play games at 1080p. He spent money on the 2060 Super. He spent $40 more than he needed to. I don't know. He didn't get the message because he's saying that you said otherwise, so. And yeah, I am getting heated because I guess if people are gonna come to me for advice, and not only is it my advice, like the majority of people who's watching the stream right now, they're all saying you get the RX 6650 XT. It's frustrating that there's so much pushback to not get the card and to listen to somebody else who, not Chris, but like the friend that they're talking about, who doesn't know what they're talking about. Okay. Yeah. Well, you get the warranty with the 2060 Super as well, but you get 1 extra year of driver support on 6650 XT because it's the newer gen. I mean, Loptics, you're watching right now. Whether it be because you trust your friend more, or whether it be because you're too lazy to go through the returns process, it is a clear-cut answer that the RX 6650 XT with the 2 free games for the lower price is the card to go for. I just sent you a video showing the benchmarks between the two cards. It doesn't matter if you're not playing at 1440p, you will have a card that will last you longer in 1080p by getting the 6650 XT. But it's up to you. I mean, I think I've spent enough time talking about this though. Like, there's other people asking questions as well that, you know, could use help, so we're moving on from that now. Yeah, that's a good point. Loptics might be younger, so might not know how to return stuff through Amazon or have the cash flow to go ahead and buy this 6650 XT and then deal with the returns later, because you're gonna have both of those on like your credit card statement, so. There you go, Extreme Zone with the best comment. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink. That is true. Please hydrate. Yes, I do need to hydrate. Which Loptics, I mean, sorry I got frustrated there. I didn't mean to, but as you can see, I'm pretty passionate about this kind of stuff. And it just pains me to see if people follow what I would call horrible advice, which I think your friend is giving you horrible advice. Yeah, for sure, Loptics. All love. All love. No actual, like, hate or anger here. Okay. Got the guns up. Drabo says, I got the RX 6700 non-XT for $299. 2 free games, can't go wrong. Yeah. So the 6700 is kind of that weird card that got released later on. It fits right in between the 6650 XT and it's actually really close to a 6650 XT. It goes for about the same price as them. You know, if you get the same 2 free games, it's definitely the deal to go for as well. Have I played High on Life? Never played it. Have I heard of it? I'm not even sure. High on Life. High on Life on Steam. I have not played this. No. This looks like a very strange game, though. This looks like a Pixar Bugs Life Ants movie or whichever. Not family friendly? It's like Doom, but think of Rick and Morty, basically. Okay, interesting. You're actually playing that, Jason? Huh. I should check that. Is this like an indie title, or is it like a full-fledged $60 game? $60, oh my god. Bro. I'm playing too much World of Warcraft right now. I don't got time for some of these other games, especially to be spending $60 on them. Okay, High on Life. Let's check this out. Wow, very positive. Just released about a week ago. So this is definitely, it's like a more of like a funny game. Okay. $60 full though, man. It's made by the Rick and Morty creators. Okay. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've never watched a full episode of Rick and Morty. I know that there's tons of references made to it all the time, and I know people love it, but I've never personally watched the show myself. I'm not sure why. I think it's gonna be one of those shows that I end up eventually watching and binging like the whole thing and enjoying, but I never sat down and found the time to watch it. KO's the same with me. Yeah. So, I mean, I've seen clips of it, like the little robot, and it's like, what is my purpose? And then he says, you only do this meme. And then the robot's like, oh my god. So I've seen a lot of the memes and stuff, so I just never, have found the time to watch it. Oh, it's on Game Pass? Oh, I have Game Pass. I got Game Pass for LAN and never canceled it. So, yeah, if it's on Game Pass, I'll play. Menu says, you recommend any sites that have realistic GPU prices? eBay, are you good with used? 3080s. Ooh, they kind of went up in price after Nvidia launched 4000 series, and people realized that it was way too expensive and didn't buy like the 4080s. But how much are 3080s going for? Honestly, you can buy a used card or get a, like, what's the cheapest here? It might only be $100 discount now. We gotta look for used. Shawnerd. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling. Rick and Morty is overrated in my opinion. It has some moments of gold, but there's actually a decent amount of cringe from what I remember. I only watched the first 3 seasons. Okay, so I remember when Rick and Morty, it had a big appeal to like the very edgy teen edgelord fan base or whatever. Like, I'm sure there are normal people who like Rick and Morty, but I think it also attracted a huge amount of teenagers who tried to be super edgy, and it ended up being cringe. That's what I remember. So that's kind of what has plagued my mind of the show. I'm sure it's fine, but yeah, I feel like people, if you say you like Rick and Morty, if anything, people like look down on that fact or make fun of you for it. Is that a correct assessment of it? Rick and Morty is what Dan really wanted to make after Community. Okay. Oh, which Community, by the way, I've only seen a couple of episodes. I never fully watched that either. I really do need to binge it. But so you can get 3080s. Oh man, some of these are the pretty bad models. You can get them for under $600, it looks like. Used. But on, why did I just go to eBay again? Am I stupid? RTX 3080. Or you can get the anime edition for, okay, so under $600 versus $620 for refurbished BioStar, $700. I mean, when you're asking the person who's asking for legit websites for prices, $699 was the MSRP for these cards. Nvidia cards, just for whatever reason, do not want to go on sale under MSRP. But used is going to be your best option. Your local area is going to have it for cheaper. You're not going to pay shipping. You're not going to pay tax. Look on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace. But yeah, those are the only websites really. Everything else is going to be similar to Newegg. Whether you go to EVJ's website, Zotac's website, wherever, you're going to be paying pretty close to MSRP, which kind of sucks. The Alienware cards are actually quite decent. I mean, yeah, if that's the case, they are going for a little bit cheaper, $570. It looks like. Well, here's one for $560, but it's just like, I don't know. The higher end the graphics card gets, like buying a previous gen for this high of a price, it just does not feel like you're getting a good deal. But that's the Nvidia tax that's going on right now, and that has always been going on. Okay, let me bring back the Spitfire alert. Are they still going on? They're still going on. Yeah, Rick, was that 5 years ago? I'm gonna pause these notifications. Rick, yeah, I remember they had that Szechuan sauce or whatever, right? And there was like whatever happened, crazy. For Zale says, Danny, have you seen the HSK Pro battery explosion? No, I have not. On Reddit happening recently. So that's wow. I have not heard of this happening. Is there any pictures? It looks like people are posting. So apparently these gaming mice are exploding. Random Frank P looks like he covered it. Is there any pictures of these? I have not. I also don't follow the mouse and keyboard scene all too. Oh my goodness. Holy. That seems dangerous. I mean, if it's on your hand, you would probably feel it getting hot. I wonder if this was like instantaneous or if it was like a slow occurrence. Like, you know, it slowly swelled up over time and melted. But I mean, oof. That's some bad publicity or PR for this company. Thanks for bringing this up. This is very interesting. I'm not like a huge mouse and keyboard guy at all, but I don't recall the last time I've heard of a mouse exploding. Yeah, I mean, the mouse I use a Corsair Harpoon. It is a really budget mouse. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. That's not grease, I don't think. I think that's just rubbing from use. But it's wireless, so that's why I like this mouse. It goes wired and wireless. So, and it's cheap. It's like 30 bucks. I'm a very basic person when it comes to peripherals. What happened to the vertical mouse? Okay, the vertical mouse I liked a lot. It's just it was battery operated. Like AA or AAA battery. I wanted a built-in battery and USB. Was this Type-C or this is micro, but yeah, I wanted one that was battery operated, and I started to play more Halo Infinite. That's when I bought these harpoons. I started playing Halo Infinite, and the vertical mouse is fine for MMOs, fine for office work, for everything. In shooters though, I started to feel like it was holding back my performance when I was playing Halo Infinite, so that's why I wanted to go back to a standard. I still have the vertical mouse. It's actually right here. I still have the vertical mouse. If my wrist starts to hurt, I'll use it, but yeah. I'm not a pro gamer at all. From Frank's video, the mouse battery exploded while charging, not in use. The company handled it quickly. That's good. Yeah, it's good. I feel like nowadays companies are catching on to the fact that they need to quickly address things and do right by the customers. Otherwise, they're gonna have a bad PR nightmare when someone like Gamers Nexus reports on it and calls them out. It's the poor carpenter who blames his shoddy tools. Hey man, Jason, I'm gonna bring this mouse and you're gonna game on it the entire weekend. And then you tell me if it's the poor carpenter or you, buddy. Yeah, that's right. Jesus Christ. Please, no. Okay. So so Discord, we got a lot of channels got stuff going on there. I'm gonna be active in Discord tonight, but right now I gotta go eat dinner with Melissa. So I'm gonna hang out for the next 5, 10, 15 minutes, and we're just gonna chat with chat. I'm gonna end the poll. Okay, okay. Yep, it is 7:15 p.m. We are well over 2 hours into stream. The G903 ticks all the boxes. I don't think I've ever mained a Logitech mouse. G903. Yeah, I don't... Something... Okay, maybe it's because I have, like, you know, tiny hands or something. But are these mice kind of on the bigger side? Like, do people who even have big hands... I guess they don't complain about it, but, like, average size hands... Or am I confusing this with a different mouse? I don't know. It's a bit big, says JG Wright. Okay, I mean, some of the Logitech mice that are very popular, when I've seen them in person, I'm like, this feels... It's usable, obviously, but I feel like they're typically on the bigger side if you're gonna compare them to other mice from other companies, right? G305 is small. Okay, yeah, this one definitely... Alright, this one definitely looks a lot smaller, yeah. I'd like the G305. How much are these things? 35 bucks? Okay, so is this like the competitor to the Harpoon? Because it's like the same price. Oh my god. Battery. Ew. Nope. Pass. Pass. Please give me rechargeable. Do they have a rechargeable version? G305 rechargeable? Is that a thing? 345 will light speed programmable. Nope, doesn't look like it. I'm all about the rechargeable, buddy. Shopify gifted you an MX Master 3. It was just awful as a lefty. So I've never really given much thought, but do most left-handed people mouse with left hand? Or do a lot of them just adapt to keyboard? Because then you're WASDing with the right hand, but then your thumb is on the shift instead of your pinky. That's Yeah. Joel, how do you do it? How do you... If you mouse on your left and you keyboard on your right, is that worse for you? Yeah, can record your hands while playing a game? I've actually never seen it. My brother is left-handed and just uses a controller. I mean, as a right-handed person, I really never gave it that much thought of like how the accuracy and aiming on a mouse is for them. Especially, I'm sure if you started using a computer at a young age and you got used to the muscle memory, it's fine. But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Sergeant Reaper used a rechargeable battery. I I don't want to have to go through the fact that, like, of opening and changing out the battery when it dies and stuff, as opposed to being able to just plug it in with the, you know, cables that I readily have available at my desk all the time. Like, if I go to a LAN party and I don't bring a rechargeable battery and it dies, and it's like, yeah, I don't know, I just like it to be rechargeable, like my phone. Kale130 says, I mouse with left. I use the controller though, because you have trouble with mouse and keyboard, even for PC gaming. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna bring these back up because I don't know. Here's the thing. Gnomed, Mike 1360 and Gnomed and other Gnomed donated near the beginning of the stream, and these are still going on, which is ridiculous. I don't know how many channel members we're at now. I'll check later, but yeah. Logitech's battery lasts a long time. At least my M510 lasts more than a year. And that's daily use? Interesting. Are my feet tired? Why would my feet be tired, Dr. Kunin? Oh, from dancing? Is that what you're referring to? Yeah, I knew that's what you meant. Jason Whitmer says, yeah, my wife has never replaced hers once I got it for her last Christmas. Okay, I mean, here's the thing too, right? I already have a good functioning mouse that I like, and it has all the features and it's the size. I wouldn't be against trying a G305, but this mouse would pretty much have to die for me to do that. Because I don't review mice, and I don't need... I just got this pink mouse for my test bench, and I still have other mice, like, so yeah, again, it goes back to the money spending thing, right? It would be nice to buy a G305 and have it, you know, show up at my door and unbox it to get that little bit of high, or to get that instant gratification feeling, but honestly, I don't need it. So until this one dies, I'm gonna add this to my list, and it'll just sit there forever until I need it in the future. Let me add to the list. Yeah, so G305. I mean, a lot of people are saying good things about Logitech mice, so I mean, I believe it. Okay, Joel just DM'd the video on Discord. Oh, there we go. Hey, we can actually watch this if you don't mind, Joel. Can I pull this up? 7 years ago. You actually made this video. 7 years ago. You didn't just make it for now. Mute laugh aloud. Yeah, I gotta mute it. Give me 1 second. Come on, come up muted. Okay, it is muted. Alright, so here's Joel from the chat. Gaming as a left-hander. Let me pull this up. Oh, my head's in the way of the mouse. Move! How I play PC games as a lefty. You unlisted it though. 31,000 views? Dang! Yo, Joel, this video. You have 3,000 subscribers as well? Joel's a small-time YouTuber, looks like. I mean, this video got numbers, and you have over 1,000 subs. But okay, this is pretty cool to see. I don't think every left-handed person I know, I think they do mouse in the right hand, keyboard left. So this is cool to see. Thanks for sharing, by the way, Joel. I appreciate it. Excuse me. Yeah, so your thumb's doing the modifier keys as opposed to the pinky. And how do you use spacebar? Can you show us jumping? Thank you, Sergeant and Dr. Kunin, for the blessings. Yo, where's the jumping? Like, if you were to bunny hop, is your thumb, like, is your hand turning way more? Or do you key bind it to something else? Do you key bind it to Alt or something? Oh, you remapped jumping. Okay, that makes sense. I was about to say, if you still hit it, okay, that would be crazy. But thanks for sharing that. That was cool to see. Control to crouch. Okay, got it. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I use scroll wheel in Borderlands to jump. Okay. I gotta finish this banana. I'll finish it on stream. Okay. Oh my goodness, these Spitfire alerts. They're still going crazy. So, this is the last, it's not the last stream of the year. We still have one stream next Wednesday, and that will be the last stream of the year. This is the second last stream of the year. But this is the last stream before Christmas. And potentially other holidays that other people may celebrate. So, I do want to wish everyone a happy holidays, encompassing every holiday out there, whichever one you celebrate. For those of you who are similar to me and celebrate Christmas, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. You know, hope you all get the gifts you want or are able to gift others in your life, your loved ones, friends, family, things like that. I want to thank Gnomed and Mike for their generous donations of gifting everyone subs, a lot of people memberships rather, this stream. I do have a video coming up this weekend. It's gonna, I posted this in the Discord. It's gonna deal with these two graphics cards that I have in hand. It's a pretty fun video. It's Craigslist ride along style, you know. But yeah, so look out for that. The Discord channel information, if you just got the stream, is in the description right now. That'll be live for till the end of the night. You can find me in the Discord server. I'm pretty active there. I may not be able to answer every single question, but if you have like tech support stuff, there are tons of other people in there who are always willing to help as well. We got a pretty good community there. So yeah, just want to wish you all a great rest of your week, a Merry Christmas or other holidays coming up. And I will see you in the comments of the upcoming video this weekend and then next week's stream. So take care everyone, and I will see you later. Bye bye.